You know how everyone's always talking about dating apps and finding the one? Well, get this. I saw this Harris poll that said 61% of people would actually rather job hunt than go on a date.
Wow, 61%.
hmm
That's a pretty big number.
Yeah, it kind of makes you think, doesn't it? Like, have we reached a point where our careers have become the most important relationship in our lives?
It definitely seems like work is becoming much more than just a way to make money. It's really tied into how we see ourselves, like it's a big part of our identity.
Totally. It's not just about clocking in and out anymore. It's like people are really trying to build careers that reflect their values and passions.
And you know what else is interesting? The whole creator economy thing has exploded. People are realizing they can actually make a living doing what they love, even outside of traditional jobs.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like everyone I know has a side hustle or is thinking about turning their hobby into a business. And with people living longer these days, our careers are lasting way longer too. It's not just a quick sprint to retirement anymore.
Right, it's more like a marathon. And when you're thinking about a career that could span decades, you start to see success in a whole new light.
Exactly. It's not just about climbing the corporate ladder anymore. It's about finding something that's sustainable and fulfilling over the long term.
So how do we actually make that happen?
Well, I came across this really cool concept called the ACE method. It's from a book that's coming out soon, and it's inspired by Arthur Ashe, the tennis legend, and how he built his personal brand.
Arthur Ashe. Interesting.
Yeah, so the ACE method breaks down into three parts. The first is activate a future vision.
So is that like setting goals?
Kind of, but it's more about getting really clear on what you want your career to look like in the long run. Like what's your ultimate destination?
Okay, and what's the second part?
The second part is condition a resilient mindset. And this is all about developing the mental toughness to deal with setbacks and challenges. Because let's face it, careers these days are anything but predictable.
True. So it's about being adaptable, being able to bounce back when things don't go as planned.
Exactly. And then the third part is execute a behavioral approach. Basically, it's about taking consistent action towards your goals. You can have all the vision and resilience in the world, but if you don't actually do anything, it's not going to matter.
It's about walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Precisely. And you know what's cool? Basically, it all comes back to this idea that our careers are becoming a much bigger part of our lives, and we need to be more intentional about how we shape them.
Especially with the creator economy opening up so many possibilities and our lifespans getting longer.
It's like a perfect storm of factors pushing us to think differently about work. So the question is, how can we leverage these shifts to build fulfilling, sustainable careers that truly reflect who we are? And I think the ACE method, activate, condition, execute, can be a powerful tool for doing just that.
It definitely gives us a lot to think about. So listeners, here's a question for you to ponder. How can you intentionally build your personal brand to achieve those long-term career aspirations and that vision you have for yourself? It's something worth exploring.
It really is. So until next time, keep building your brand.
And remember, your future self will thank you.